Now, the Prime Minister in his rally in Pune has put forth his vision for India's middle class, blasting the Congress of pushing India back to Quota Raj and License Raj. The Prime Minister laid down his vision for governance in 2047. He labelled the election as being one fought between those wanting to push India back to License Raj versus his vision to one day end government interference in the lives of middle class. He added that the government should be taken out from the lives of middle class, and when it comes to the poor, the government should always be available with necessary help. He used this pitch to set up his point on Congress wanting a financial X-ray. Joining us at this point is Vishwas Pathak, BJP spokesperson. We also have Bhavna Jain, Congress spokesperson, joining us live. Seema Malik, NCP spokesperson, is live with us. Susiben Shah, Shiv Sena spokesperson, also joins us live. Rajalakshmi Joshi, political analyst, is live with us as well.
Let's not talk about what Modi ji is saying that the Congress will or will not do. Let us talk about what Modi ji has done in the last 10 years in this country. He has imposed highest rate of unemployment, where students going to the IIT Pawai, 30% of the students don't get jobs. This is what Modi government has imposed on the people of this country.
Just spokesperson of Congress to listen to the speeches of Mr. Modi. In his speeches, he is simply putting what he has done for last 10 years. About the houses, drinking water, toilets, electricity, Ujala gas, 80 crores people are getting food grains, insurance, and many more things. And thereafter he's saying, in case Congress again comes back in power, he will roll back this country back to 1947.
To get in Rajalakshmi Joshi, she's not spoken at all. She's been waiting very patiently. Bhavna, no, please, we need to get in Rajalakshmi. She's not spoken at all. She's been waiting patiently. I think she wants to respond directly to you. So I will allow you, Rajalakshmi. But also, do you believe the PM's pitch for non-interference? Do you believe that's something that is needed in today's India?
Good evening, Uday. And yes, you know what the PM has spoken today and what he has been speaking over the last so many days, I think, it is a very progressive stand and a very progressive approach. And, there is a very basic fundamental difference between what the PM has been speaking and, the Sankalp Patra that he has been talking about, and the approach of Mr. Rahul Gandhi especially. And, some of the things that he is speaking probably is not there in the manifesto, but then he has been constantly talking about some, things where he is actually talking about taking the wealth from the middle class, which, the Congress spokesperson is saying that, the Congress has very gloriously built.
Wrong.
And he is
Absolutely wrong.
That is not true. Please don't.
I'm speaking.
Not true. Don't take the narratives that he is talking about.
Please.
So
he is talking about taking the wealth from the middle class and giving it to the poor. So that, and there is no definition about who the poor is also. So that actually is such a huge toll on anything that close to industrialization, anything close to anybody who is creating any kind of wealth, any job makers, any job creators, all of them will think why we should be toiling.
Please let us ask.
Taken away to this underprivileged section. So, that is a fundamental difference here. So, I think that is not going to go down very well with the electorate, because this huge middle class, they're not going to find favor with any of this. And at the same time, you can see that there is a lot more credibility with the NDA. So the PM, whatever he is speaking, he is not saying something new. He is building on whatever he has performed and whatever he has shown over the last 10 years. And I also want to point out a few things. There is a lot of talk about how IIT Bombay, there is some unemployment of 30%. The IIT Bombay has given out a clarification saying that this is a misinformation, and that actually the process is still going on, that it will end only in May 2020.
Say that there is no unemployment.
How these people can come out with all these
denying it.
Talk about it. And also, last year the figure was 6.1%, and strangely, in 2011, when Prithviraj Chauhan of the Congress was the chief minister, and again, Mr. Manmohan Singh, the great economist of the Congress, he was the prime minister. At that time, there was an unemployment of 20% in the same IIT Bombay. So people from IIT Bombay had an unemployment rate of 20% in 2011. And just imagine that last year it was 6.1%, and it was because of people who didn't know what they wanted to do next. So I think this is a lot of misinformation that is being led. And also this thing about, you can see all these deep fakes, etc., etc. So instead of actually talking about their vision for the next 5 years, forget about till 2027, and they don't even have a vision for the next 5 years. So they're talking about taking from this one, giving it to that one. What is this redistribution? You need to be creating wealth if you want to grow up in the economy. You cannot grow in the economy if you keep taking from one person and distributing somewhere else. This redistribution is not going to grow your economy. That is just bringing the entire country down. So what Mr. Rahul Gandhi is talking is about Vision 1947, and what Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji is talking is 2047. So there's a huge...
Yes, Vishwasi also wants to come back in. Yes, go ahead.
See, much has been talked about the economic development created by Dr. Manmohan Singh. See, I fully agree. Whatever growth rate was there, it was there. We will not deny that. But he has got a perfect trajectory from Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Yes.
And also, though economic rate was good, growth rate was good, it was never highest in the world. Highest in the world was achieved only under the leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi. From this 11th rank, we have achieved 5th rank, and we have poised to become 3rd by 2027. That is the economic development which we are doing.
Okay,
Yes.
so the war of words on this issue clearly continues, of course, but for the time being, we've run completely out of time. I'm going to have to leave it at that. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us.